Yeah, I'm really not sure about it at all. Especially for a corner building, I feel like it needs to have more design. So I'm not too sure. Let's see. I'm not liking this building, so I'm going to reload the world. I'm not going to save it. I just don't like the idea of that building, so let's load it back up. And that's exactly why I do not keep autosave on, is because I do this quite a bit. You guys would be surprised how many buildings I've actually made and then exited the game because I do not like it. Simply because of the fact that I do set myself to a standard, and that standard means that, you know, if I don't like a building, I will get rid of it no matter how much time I spent on it. Because I've done that with worlds before that I've spent a full day on, and then I'll just not save it because they're like, no, we could have gone a different direction. It would take too long to fully get rid of it when we could just kind of restart and make it better. So you'll see me restart quite a bit, and hopefully not like too much in like one stream, but it's just really one of those things where it just comes with time. And again, I have a standard that I like to set myself to. That's why I am very picky about what I build. Okay, so we got to figure out what we want to do, because we could kind of work on this building for now, because I need to figure out a different road building design. I didn't like how that looked. I'm not sure what other designs I could really go with right now. So what we can do is let's pull out our acacia wood along with our potions. So we got swiftness and potion of leaping. If you're not sure what potion of leaping does, it allows you to go and build faster going up, more vertical. So that's one of the reasons why I use it. So the acacia, I feel like I just passed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. All right, let's take this. So let's go down. We don't really need to go down all the way, only until we get past this building. Do you do interior? No, I do not. You will see that very, very little of my buildings have interior to them. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, the main reason, I'm not very good at interior. Two, it takes too long to do, in my opinion, especially if I'm not good enough at it. It takes too long. Three, I like doing more exterior, and I feel like if I do interior, especially the more you add, it's going to really bog down the world and just really make it be more slow, which I don't want. So far, the city's been running very smoothly. There's no lag to it, and hopefully it stays that way once I keep adding more stuff. At some point, I would like to add interior if I could ever use world edit, but I don't really see that day I don't see that day coming anytime soon. So we'll really just have to wait and see. Do I have a Starbucks? Have I made one, or do I live in a place that has a Starbucks? Because yes, I do live in a place that has a Starbucks close by. In the city, no, I've not made a actual Starbucks. All right, so how much farther? Ooh, this needs to go a lot farther. So actually, we'll go a little bit farther out past the building. So maybe, what if we actually keep it even? No, we'll come out one more block from the actual building. Let's go up. Are you on PC? Nope, I am on Xbox One. Very rarely do I actually ever play Minecraft on PC. When I do, usually it's going to be made out of... I saw one in the comments. But yeah, usually if I'm ever playing on PC, it's because of the mods like space astronomy and stuff like that. So, next project will be a Starbucks. Nah, well, maybe. You know, it really depends on what kind of builds we can come up with and where we want them to be. Because that's really what a city is about, is all about placement. And that's the hardest part about a city, is trying to figure out that placement before you make it there. So, it's just like actually real life, to where, you know, companies will do a lot of research before they put their company somewhere or their franchise. It's kind of the same thing. To where I don't like just putting something there because, oh, I had an idea. It's like, no, okay, so I got this idea in my head, but does it fit in the area that I'm thinking it will? If it doesn't, then it's not going to look correct. And that's really what the city is about, is making sure everything flows very smoothly together, which is why you're not going to see any houses or anything like that yet, because there's still a lot to be done. So I think if I actually start this, I can probably do some of the same thing on the back side that I did on the front. So let's take our swiftness. All right, so we need our, what do we need? Quartz, so quartz stairs, pillar quartz as well, along with, I think that's gray concrete. Gray concrete, that should be what it is. Yep, it is. Awesome. Okay. So, now I need to make sure I know where to start it. So if I come all the way across over here, this is where the stairs should start. So I'll just put this here as a reference. Okay, so right here is where this should start. Coming across. Okay, actually, let's just continue how far this needs to go, because that's actually really what the entire building is, so it doesn't really hurt to make it go the full distance. So, actually, that's not good. I don't want to actually have it go the full distance, because it needs to turn at some point. So we'll stop it here for now. So, we'll go up. You should turn pick block on. See, like, a lot of people have been telling me about it, and it sounds great, but I feel like I use too many different blocks to really use it to my advantage, and it just seems like more of a hassle. So I don't think I'm actually going to use it that much, if any. I just feel like it's easier because I like to switch my buildings and my materials so much that I don't really see the point of it, you know? I can definitely see to where it'd be useful in some situations, but in most, when it comes to my city at least, I'm not very that keen on it, right? I mean, I like to change things up. Because I get that it could be very useful in some situations, but for me personally, I don't think it will be. Alright, so that's good. Then we need our gray. So our gray would go here. So that's good. And then, what is that in front? I think that's a stair? Upside down stair, I think is what that is. Let's see. Yep, upside down stone brick stair. There we go. Okay. Just to let you guys know, if you do keep throwing stuff, I will probably kick you. Again, you're making it to where the world could lag out, so just kind of be aware of that. So, not trying to be mean or anything, but, you know, just kind of be respectful to everybody else that's in the game. Alright, so I'll add a couple of these. Is there a way you can make a world dedicated to fans and you could build their own houses and stuff? I actually do have a world like that. I kind of showed it earlier, even though I don't go on it too much anymore, and that is Newfield City is now... I kind of consider it a subscriber world, but again, I don't really go on it that much, because usually if I'm ever on Minecraft, it's on Southlake, and I just don't really have the time to do anything else. So, it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to do it right now. So, is that right? So I think I need 2 here, or is it 3? Let me just double check. So it should be 3, 2, 3, okay. So I think I got it now, so this should go up one more. So let's do this. And then we'll come back down with 3 in the middle. Bop, 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 bop. So now I think this building's really going to come together. And I'm actually kind of excited to work on this one again because it's actually one of my favorite looking buildings so far on the newer downtown side. So we're really just going to see how it keeps turning out. Alright, it's 1, 2, 3. So this should be good. When am I playing Rainbow again? I'm honestly not sure. Probably either later tonight or tomorrow. Not really sure. I have a lot of stuff going on, so it's kind of hard to predict my schedule at this point. Alright, so let's go up. So, now that's the main question, is where do we actually want to have it start coming out? Probably somewhere in the middle would be my guess. So over here. So, if we bring this out all the way where it needs to be. Do I have COD? Depends on which Call of Duty you're talking about. Even I don't really play Call of Duty that much anymore, though. In my opinion, it's kind of a ruined game. And that's also just because it's not what it used to be. If you're new to the series, or if you've been playing it for the past couple years, it's not really that much different. And in my opinion, not really that much fun. The most fun, though, I had was in Call of Duty 4. And then they kind of ruined the remastered version when they started adding more guns to it. So, again, a personal preference kind of thing. Hey, Corey, welcome to the stream. Is it a New York City type of city? When you say, like, New York City type of city, what do you mean by that? I mean, it's not really based off of any city in real life. It's really just purely on my imagination and what I think would go good where. But, yeah, I mean, there's some ideas taken from New York and just using, like, what they have there. But the city itself is not based on New York. Alright, so that should be good. So then the gray needs to stay even throughout. I think is right. So that's good. So yeah, so this needs to have gray. Is my world an open? Yes, it is. Alright, so then I think it's 3. Is it a New York City theme? No, it is not. It is not a theme of anything. Again, purely off my imagination and what I think looks good for a city and what I need to make a city look good. So, all right, so let's add that. So then gray. Doot. Halo Alien, if you want me to add you, just send me a message and I'll get to it here in a little bit. I'm not going to be searching out anybody's... Oh, I don't know why I added quartz. I'm not going to be searching out anybody's name. It just makes it too long and complicated, especially when a lot of other people want me to send them requests. So just send me a message and I can get around to adding you here in a little bit. There's that. And then we go back to gray. Oh, a lot of monotonous stuff. You should make a landmark like the Eiffel Tower, but your own. You know, it is a good idea. I'm not sure what I'd really do, though. Like, if I want it to be a landmark, I want it to really have a really unique design, especially if it's unique